The invisible addiction that controls most people. Most people think freedom means having more money, more time, more opportunities. But there is another kind of prison that rarely gets talked about. A prison with no walls. A prison built entirely inside the mind. The need to be liked. It starts innocently. You hesitate before sharing your real opinion. You rewrite a message 3 times before sending it. You stay quiet in a meeting because you don't want anyone to disagree with you. None of these moments seem important, but over time, they shape the way you live. Many people spend years believing they are being polite, mature, or emotionally intelligent. In reality, they are simply afraid of losing approval. And fear has a strange way of disguising itself as virtue. The Stoics understood something most people never realize. The moment your peace depends on how others respond to you, your freedom is already gone. Because now your emotions belong to someone else. A compliment lifts you up. A criticism ruins your day. A stranger's opinion suddenly has power over your state of mind. That is not confidence. That is dependence. Real strength begins when you stop asking the world for permission to be yourself. Because the strongest person in the room is rarely the loudest. It is often the one who no longer needs applause to feel whole. The trap of people-pleasing. How approval slowly steals your identity. Few people wake up one morning and decide to abandon themselves. It happens gradually, almost invisibly. A small compromise here, a forced smile there, a quiet yes when every part of you wanted to say no. At first, it feels harmless. You avoid conflict. You keep everyone comfortable. You become the person others describe as easy to get along with. But there is a hidden cost. Every time you ignore your own thoughts to protect someone else's feelings, you teach yourself that your truth matters less. Eventually, this becomes a habit. You start adjusting your personality depending on who is around. One version of yourself at work, another with friends, another online. And after years of adaptation, something unsettling happens. You no longer know which version is real. Many people call this kindness, but often it is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of disappointing others, fear of standing alone. A Stoic would ask a difficult question. What is the value of being accepted by everyone if it requires abandoning yourself? The goal is not to become rude. The goal is not to stop caring. The goal is to stop trading authenticity for approval, because peace is not found in making everyone happy. Peace is found in being able to look at yourself honestly and know that you did not betray your own principles just to keep others comfortable. Why emotional reactivity makes you weak. The cost of living through reactions. Imagine receiving a message that instantly irritates you. Before you even think, your emotions take control. You type a response. You defend yourself. You replay the situation again and again. Hours later, the event is still living inside your mind. This is how most people live. Not by choice, by habit. They react first and think later. A negative comment ruins their mood. A moment of disrespect triggers anger. A disagreement becomes a personal attack. Their emotional state changes with every external event. The Stoics saw this as a dangerous form of weakness, not because emotions are bad, but because emotions become dangerous when they control behavior. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that events are not the problem. Our judgment of those events is. That idea changes everything. When someone criticizes you, there is a pause between what happened and how you respond. Inside that pause lies freedom. Most people never use it. They surrender it immediately. Strong individuals do something different. They observe before reacting. They allow emotion to settle before making decisions. They understand that urgency rarely creates wisdom. A calm mind sees what an emotional mind cannot. And over time, this discipline creates something rare: the ability to remain steady in situations that pull everyone else off balance. That is not weakness. That is power under control, the power of silence. Why calm people are hard to control. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. The moment a conversation becomes awkward, they rush to fill the space. They explain more, talk faster, reveal more than they intended. Not because they have something important to say, because silence makes them nervous. Silence removes distraction. It leaves a person alone with their thoughts. And for many people, that is uncomfortable. This is why some individuals feel the need to justify every decision they make. They fear being misunderstood. They fear being judged. Most of all, they fear what others might think if nothing is said. But silence has a kind of power that emotional noise can never create. When you stop reacting to every uncomfortable moment, you begin seeing things more clearly. You notice who is trying to provoke you. You notice who respects your words. You notice who only listens when they get the response they want. The Stoics valued silence because it creates space between emotion and action. A person who speaks less is often observing more, and observation creates understanding. There is strength in allowing a conversation to breathe, strength in not rushing to defend yourself, strength in letting your words stand on their own. Because confidence does not always announce itself. Sometimes, confidence is simply the ability to remain quiet when everyone else is desperate to be heard. And in a world addicted to noise, calm silence becomes impossible to ignore. Boundaries create respect. Stop giving unlimited access. Many people believe being a good person means always being available, always helping, always understanding, always giving one more chance. At first, that sounds admirable, but life has a way of teaching a difficult lesson. Not everyone values what is freely given. Think about the person who constantly calls only when they need something. The co-worker who repeatedly pushes responsibilities onto you. The friend who expects support but disappears when you need help. These situations rarely begin as major problems. They grow because small limits were never enforced. The truth is simple. People learn how to treat you by watching what you tolerate. Every time you ignore your own boundaries, you teach others that your time, energy, and attention are available without condition. Eventually, resentment replaces generosity. Not because you are selfish, because part of you knows the relationship has become unbalanced. Stoicism teaches responsibility, not self-sacrifice without limits. A healthy boundary is not an act of hostility. It is an act of self-respect. It allows you to be kind without becoming depleted, helpful without becoming exploited, present without losing yourself. The strongest people are not those who build walls around everyone. They are the ones who know exactly where the gate belongs and who has earned the right to enter. Because respect often begins where unlimited access ends. Become emotionally unmovable. The Stoic path to inner authority. There comes a moment in life when you realize something important. The world will never stop testing you. There will always be criticism, always misunderstandings, always people who disagree with your choices. If your peace depends on controlling those things, peace will always remain out of reach. This is where the Stoic path begins. Not with controlling the world, but with controlling yourself. An emotionally unshakable person is not someone who feels nothing. They still experience disappointment, frustration, loss. They simply refuse to let those emotions become their master. When something difficult happens, they pause. They observe. They allow the first emotional wave to pass before deciding what to do next. This creates a different kind of strength, a quiet strength, the kind that does not need to prove itself. Over time, they stop chasing approval, stop arguing with every critic, stop trying to control every outcome. Their attention shifts inward, toward character, toward discipline, toward the things that remain within their control. And something remarkable happens. The more stable they become internally, the less power external events have over them. People may still judge them. Life may still challenge them, but they no longer abandon themselves in response. That is what true authority looks like. Not power over others, power over your own mind. And once you develop that, very little can move you from who you are. The quiet strength most people never develop. At the end of the day, life is not a battle against other people. It is a battle against the habits that pull you away from yourself. The need to be approved, the urge to react, the fear of disappointing others, the exhaustion of constantly proving who you are. Most people spend years chasing peace in places where peace cannot be found. They look for it in praise, in validation, in agreement, in the opinions of people who are struggling with their own lives. But none of those things can provide lasting stability, because anything that comes from the outside can be taken away. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. Real strength begins when your sense of self no longer depends on what happens around you, when criticism does not define you, when silence does not scare you, when temporary discomfort no longer controls your decisions. That is the moment you begin living from principle instead of pressure, and that changes everything. You walk differently. You speak differently. You make decisions with greater clarity, not because life becomes easier, but because you become stronger. The world will continue to test your patience, your discipline, and your character. Let it. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice steadiness. Every difficult moment is an invitation to return to yourself. Because in the end, the people who leave the deepest impression are not the loudest voices in the room. They are the ones who remain calm when others lose themselves. The ones who stay grounded when circumstances shift. The ones who never trade their principles for approval. That is the kind of strength that cannot be bought, cannot be borrowed, and cannot be taken away. If this message spoke to something within you, continue building that strength. One decision, one reaction, one day at a time.